Number 19, Clayton is not a fan of which of the sports teams?
One of the surprise features of moving from Minneapolis to Kenosha, Wisconsin was to find that no matter what season of the year, for the evening news, the lead story would be something about the Green Bay Packers. To the extent of hearing about that, hearing about divorces in Green Bay, where the big dispute in court was who gets the tickets. Not who gets the kids, but who gets the tickets. I was turned off. So I became a charter member of what was called the Anti-Packer Backers.
Number 20. On a flight, Shirley had encounter with which former champion of Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, and I fell in love with him. He had green shoes. Do you remember who won Dancing with the Stars and he had on green shoes? And that smell.
I should point out that she didn't have the foggiest notion that the guy was the all-time leading rusher in football. But he could dance on Dancing with the Stars.
All right, number 21. Clayton threw out the first pitch at a home game for which Major League Baseball team?
The Milwaukee Brewers, and the reason was Shirley's sister, actually, because the first Relay for Life that I entered in at Carthage College, that Kevin is here. Where are you, Kevin? Kevin introduced me to an organization and an event that had helped him as a cancer survivor. So I got involved myself in 2012, I think it was. But a couple years later, for our team at Carthage, my sister-in-law sent or pledged $20,000, which put me not only first in the Carthage Relay for Life, but the top 3 nationally. So I was invited to. Here I am, a Cardinal baseball fan. I was invited to come and throw the first ball at a Pittsburgh Brewers game in Milwaukee when those two were fighting it out for first place, and the Cardinals managed to take both of them in a surge toward the end. But I didn't wear any Cardinal attire. I wore my Carthage cap and let it go at that.
Number 22. Shirley and her water aerobic pals refer to themselves by what name?
Yes, I think all of those apply, though, the Jiggle Wiggles and the Chlorine Cuties and the Baby Beauties, but we have 21 of the water babes here today. Raise your hands, water babes. Yay!
Number 23. Clayton is a Minnesota Senior Olympics bronze medalist in which of these events?
Well, this is kind of humbling. I would need to throw the javelin 100 feet farther than I threw it to win a bronze medal to simply place in a meet that I had been in as a collegiate. So there is a little bit of deterioration there over there. But fortunately, with the Senior Olympics, it's all done by age groups, and I was the oldest last year out of that group because it was the 75 to 79. This year in Mankato, I'll be the new kid on the block because I'll be in the 80 to 85, 80 to 84.
I remember Clayton in track doing the low hurdles, but he assured me he was not going to do the low hurdles in the Senior Olympics. I wonder why.
Of all the events, can you imagine the mayhem if they had hurdles for 80-year-olds
All right, number 24. The Diskeruds have been married for how many years?
I better do this because he'd add long in there, but it's 57.
There's 2 years there that she wasn't too sure of.
58, everybody.
I got 7 right.
2. I missed one.
2 right?
But some, I really didn't know the answer.
All right, 58, final answer. All right, number 25. Shirley has held all of the PEO offices except
Secretary. PEO is a philanthropic educational organization for women and sexes. There.
Number 26. Clayton holds the world record catch for what fish species?
In Minnesota, they call it tullaby. More widely spread, however, they call it cisco.
Number 27, my favorite question out of all of them. Shirley has double jointed what?
Do you want a demonstration? It's my big toes. And this is embarrassing, but my parents used to have me take off my shoes and show people that. Isn't that ridiculous?
Come on.
Shirley.
Maybe later. Number 28, the Diskeruds have a Labradoodle named
Ebony, and she is clearly a cartoon dog and a character.
Number 29, Clayton's all-time favorite book is
Surprisingly, it's Travels with Charlie, and it's not, unlike statements some of my students made years ago, it's not a travel log. It is, the subtitle of it, I think, is the best title for what he did with his little RV, and by the way, his dog, Charlie, went with him on that trip, subtitled In Search of America.
Number 30, Shirley's all-time favorite movie is
Oh, it's all of them, but not Love is the Minister. No, I saw that too many times. Lilies of the Field.
Number 31, if Clayton hadn't been a college professor, he would have enjoyed being
I don't know how much enjoyment there would have been in it, but I did have an attraction to law, and I did manage to incorporate a good deal of legal theory and constitutional history and that type of thing into my social science studies.
Number 32, if Shirley hadn't been a school teacher, she would have enjoyed being
Cross-out chef. All of the others, but I love to read, so guess what? Library.
True or false, both Diskeruds are multilingual.
What?
False. If Clayton had to be stuck in an elevator with a famous actress, it would be
There isn't a loser on that list, but I guess I'd have to say Kim Novak.
Number 35. If Shirley had to be stuck in an elevator with a famous actor, it would be
Oh, it's Jimmy Stewart.
Number 36. Clayton's favorite ice cream flavor is
It is the praline pecan, and I only know of one place that serves it, and that's Brindley Harbor Resort up at Beach Lake. It's not something I can go and cut and pick up and take home.
And last but not least, number 37, Shirley's favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry.
Tally up your correct answers. How many correct answers you have. And there's a spot for you to put the number of correct answers.